Well, if you've joined us over the last few weeks of Advent, you will know that we've been focusing on this theme of gratitude and the invitation that the Advent season offers to each and every one of us to slow down and take stock of the blessings in our lives. And of course, to help with this, we're using that holiday classic film, It's a Wonderful Life, which is the story of George Bailey, who in an extraordinary way is allowed this opportunity to see what life would have been like had he never been born. And of course, last week, Father shared with us the benefits of practicing gratitude. Scientists, of course, tell us that it is good for us, that it helps to keep us healthy. And of course, we know from our own experiences that when we focus on the positives, we feel better. We feel this sense of contentment and happiness. And of course, there's this wonderful connection between gratitude and giving, that the more that we give to God, the more we receive. And it reminds us that God is the great gift giver in this world. And we are called to emulate that truth. And when we practice gratitude day after day and consciously choose to look for the good and to recognize God as the giver of gifts in life, that the blessings become all the more. And we grow in our knowledge and in our relationship with Him and with others. Now, this week, I would like to focus on one of those blessings that we are all grateful for in our lives. And that is the blessing of one's presence. You see, for George Bailey, he chose to be present for the people in his community. He put aside his own desires, and he stayed with those who needed him. And at the end of the movie, they were present for him in his time of need. And his heart was filled with gratitude and with love for all those who came to him in his time of need and were like Christ to him. Now we hear this echo in Luke's gospel. Gabriel has already come to Mary and announced this incredible plan from God, that she is to become the mother of the Messiah. And on the heels of this amazing, life-changing, world-changing encounter, having just been given the greatest honor in humanity, what does Mary do? Mary goes out to visit her cousin Elizabeth. And it sounds so charming, doesn't it? These two amazing women of faith come together. But the reality is that it was a very long journey for Mary. It was one that she took on foot. It would have taken several days for her to travel to see Elizabeth. There was very little in way of comfort for her. It would have been a dusty, long, dirty trip. And at times, perhaps, even dangerous too. But Mary doesn't allow those obstacles to deter her. Mary goes with love to be present with her cousin Elizabeth. As Elizabeth is advanced in her pregnancy and is struggling to do the things of daily life, Mary, knowing this, goes to her cousin to help her in her time of need. And of course, listen to what Elizabeth says. She joyfully receives Mary's greeting and says this beautiful, beautiful saying that becomes such an important part of our faith tradition. Listen to what she says. She says, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb." Mary, of course, comes to Elizabeth out of a desire to be with her, but also you have this sense that she too is grateful for her motherhood. Being present to Elizabeth, she is grateful to be there to serve with her cousin. And in a very amazingly beautiful way, Mary carries with her the Messiah. She carries with her Jesus Christ, and they are present together. We're told in scriptures that upon hearing Mary's voice, that Elizabeth and John leapt with joy as they recognized the Mother of God and the presence of Jesus Christ, that Mary brought with her the blessing of Christ. And you know, my friends, you and I were called to take part in this very beautiful ministry that Mary began so many years ago, that we too are called to carry the Messiah, to carry Christ into this world for those who are in need, because they may not know who Christ is. And you know, when we think about it, we are incredibly thankful for those in our own lives who brought the presence of Christ to us. None of us here would have known anything about him had not someone taken the time and introduced us to Christ. Now, and I know over the years, I have seen this at work in our faith formation program. Our directors of faith formation and our teachers, they take time out of their very busy schedules to share Christ with our children, to be present with them, to listen to the challenges that face them, and in a beautiful way, to encourage our kids to take up their responsibilities to carry Christ into their world, onto the soccer fields or the hockey rinks, into this classroom with their friends, with their family, to be present with those as Christ calls us to be. You know, through all of the ministries that we have at St. Patrick's, the one that is a unifying concept is simply the ministry of presence. You know, we might not always have the right words to say in a given situation, but simply our presence there can move mountains, can mean more to us and can mean more to others than we will ever truly understand or know. It doesn't matter what ministry you're involved in, whether it's faith formation, RCIA, the music ministry, which is always so wonderful. But all of these ministries are ministries of presence, where we bring Christ to others. And it's a universal call. It's the universal call to carry Christ into the world and to practice the gift of the Messiah that was given to us. This Advent season, as we prepare for the wonderful season of Christmas, let us take time to think and to be present with Christ, to thank him with gratitude for the many blessings that God bestows upon us. But my friends, may we also carry the presence of Christ in our hearts wherever we may go, whether it is to a Christmas party, to visit a family friend, or to reconnect with those we have lost contact with. Whoever it is, who is God calling you and me to bring the presence of Christ to this Advent season? That is a great gift. It is one that we are thankful for. And your presence, the presence of Christ alive in this world, will truly, truly be a gift this Christmas season.
Don't forget to follow St. Patrick's on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube. And please join us for any of our live stream masses this weekend. Details are below in the description. God bless you. Like burning incense, O Lord, let my prayer rise up to you. Like burning incense, O Lord, let my prayer rise up to